Hi, everyone. So my buddy Glenn Calloway from the basement just posted a video yesterday, and using the alphabet, he chose two artists, for A, B, C, and he told his viewers which one he liked and which one he didn't like. He chose, he chose one artist that he liked or loved, and then another artist under A, B, C that he didn't care for.
It's ridiculous. I haven't seen a picture of Joni Mitchell in the last year without Brandy Carlisle standing beside her, sucking up to her, sucking all her air. Just get the hell away from her. Jesus. God. 3. Oh, the one I like. Beatles. How can you pick anybody else? C. Captain and Tennille. Was that guy really a captain? He just wear that stupid hat. He wasn't a captain. Get out of here. I like Alice Coltrane. Great jazz. 4. Duran Duran. It's just mindless pop crap. I can't listen to it. Love David Bowie.
And so I thought I would do kind of similar, but what I'm doing here is I've just thought of two bands for, each of the letters of the alphabet, just random. And, there's some great bands missing that, for instance, Sparks aren't under S. And, some of you that know my channel pretty well might figure out most of them, but maybe not all of them. And if anybody wants to play along in the comment section below, please. Okay, so under A, the first two bands that popped into my head were AC/DC and Aerosmith. I love early Aerosmith. Toys in the Attic is my favorite album of theirs, but I think overall I like AC/DC better, plus they're a much more exciting live band. Under B, Blue Oyster Cult and Boston. The first Boston album is, of course, a great album, but I'm a huge Blue Oyster Cult fan. I have all of their albums, so it's Blue Oyster Cult for me. Creedence Clearwater Revival and Cream. I love Cream, but I love Creedence Clearwater Revival much more. The Doors and Dire Straits. I like Dire Straits, but I love The Doors, so it's The Doors for me. Electric Light Orchestra versus Emerson, Lake and Palmer. That's an easy one. I'm not really too big of a fan of Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and I really love ELO. Fleetwood Mac and Free. Easy one. Although, Free is a good band, very good band. But it would be Fleetwood Mac for me. Now this one is difficult. Grand Funk Railroad versus Canada's great band, the Guess Who. But I'm going to have to go with Grand Funk Railroad. Okay, Humble Pie versus Heart. Easy one for me, Humble Pie. Iron Butterfly versus In Excess. In Excess was a great band. I used to buy some of their albums, but I think Iron Butterfly is a more interesting listen overall. Jethro Tull versus Journey. They're almost like the same band, aren't they? No, I would definitely go with Jethro Tull. I have no interest in Journey at all. Kraftwerk and Kinks. I love both of the bands, but I definitely love the Kinks more. This is a pretty easy one. There's really not too many well-known bands under L besides Led Zeppelin that I could think of. But I would choose Led Zeppelin over the Little River Band. Now, Man is a band that's probably not that well known, but they've had some success through the years. Versus Metallica, I Love Man. Nazareth versus Nickelback. That's an easy one. Nazareth. I'm not a fan of Nickelback at all. Another very underrated band that some of you might not have ever heard of, The Only Ones versus Oasis. I would choose The Only Ones. Pink Floyd versus The Pretenders. The Pretenders are great, but of course, Pink Floyd for me. Queen versus Queens of the Stone Age. That's an easy one. Queen. Rush versus Red Hot Chili Peppers. I finally get to pick a Canadian band. I'm choosing Rush. Now, I've never really, I don't mind Red Hot Chili Peppers, but they've never been a favorite of mine. Spirit versus Supertramp. Two great bands. That's pretty close, but I mean, Crime of the Century is probably the best album between these two bands, but overall, I like a lot of Spirit albums more, so I'm choosing Spirit. T-Rex versus Talking Heads. I really like T-Rex, but I love Talking Heads, so I'm choosing them. U2 versus the Undertones. About 10 years ago, it would have been easy for me to pick U2, but these days, it's the Undertones. This is a very difficult pick. Velvet Underground versus Village People. I guess I'll go with the Velvet Underground. The Who versus another great band that some of you might not have ever heard of, Wire. But as much as I love Wire, of course I pick The Who. XTC versus X. That's an easy one. Be XTC. Yes versus the Yardbirds. Another easy one. That would be Yes. And ZZ Top versus Zombies. Both are great bands. But I know more of the albums by ZZ Top. I've only heard the one album by the Zombies. So I will pick ZZ Top. And that's it. Just a fun little video, hopefully, for some of you. And yeah, I'd love your thoughts between all of these bands. What are your favorites? Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.